Hi, everybody. Welcome to the LP All Skills NMG race. I'm hoping you can hear me.
Audio
um,
should be good now.
okay, good. Hey, everybody. I am Oat. This is Chris.
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Chris.
Chris. And we're here to bring you a four-way All Skills LP NMG run.
Woo! I'm
Um,
so excited for this. We're going to have a couple different routes happening. Wild and Serp on the bottom of your screens are going to be running the more current route, where we get green pass tag and all these things. We'll talk about it when it happens. And then Oko and Predic on the top are going to be running the more, I guess, legacy route, before, the route from more like 5 months ago rather than 4 months ago.
Yeah. The old route, that's not really that old in context, but
Yeah.
so yeah, this is all skills. So we will be picking up all of the skills, um, and then defeating the Hollow Knight to win the game. So, things that are skills are nail arts, all of the spells and their upgrades, and then all of our movement abilities. In case anyone is wondering, Dreamgate is not a skill.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Oh, I
But
forgot
all
that we're counting them down. I forgot to do the thing.
Oh,
Okay.
true.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. We're gonna get these runners started. um, but yeah, we should see everybody doing the same thing for the first part, and then things will diverge when we get into Green Path.
Exactly. And it should be pretty fun. We're getting the the runners ready. I can speak. We're in for a great hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I love all skills. It's one of my favorite categories. And super excited for this 4-way race.
Indeed, yeah. So everybody's running on 1.5, the latest patch. So we won't see any fancy inventory dropping into King's Pass, but it is time, once again, to, well, it's almost time, to KP Peepo arrive. So
That's true.
get ready here.
I'm so ready. But yeah, I think all skills has for all the main board categories, it's typically been looked at as one of the more beginner friendly categories, mostly because we get all the skills, all the spells. So whereas in any percent, like Watcher Knights and like all the boss fights really are so scary. In all skills, they're a little less scary just because we have more spells, more damage. So all skills is like such a great beginner category because of that. But there's also a lot of challenging skips and really cool like movement that can happen that makes it super competitive and fun as well. I think Wild Scream is going to be a little bit delayed here, but he's now dropping into KP, so it's all good.
I think that's a great point about this being a good beginner category to run. And there are other routes as well. So we mentioned we're showing off 2 routes here, but there is yet another route. The Emilicia route, as it's called.
Has another name as well. That one's super fun. But I mean, again, like the goal of this is just get all the skills and beat THK. So like, you can take whatever route you want. As long as you have those requirements.
So we're out of KP, jumping through Dirtmouth here. If it hasn't been mentioned several times already, this is just to not slowly walk through Dirtmouth, and falling down the well into Crossroads.
Yep, I really like. doing the VS split is not super fun when you're doing it over and over again, but it is really cool to see like in these showcase races because like you can just see how like precise all of these like little small jumps are. Like if you were watching the 4MS run from previous, like that's all dashless movement, and so just like movement without dash is just so precise. These jumps like are like I don't know, it's really cool to see. But we're coming up on the first little trick here in Aspid Arena called Double Spike Pogo. Pretty got it, Oko and Serp missed it, but you're basically trying to use that spike that falls down in order to kill both of those two Aspids at the same time.
Yeah, and we'll see Wild here going for double spike.
And gets it.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, and I guess something that we didn't mention is the PBs of all of our runners. I think
True.
I'm forgetting the exact numbers, but I think Wild has a 53 something, Serp has a 55, Pretty has a 55, I think. Or is it a 57? I'm forgetting. I think it's a 55. And then Oko is at about an hour.
Yes. So yeah, those are all right.
Yeah.
I think Wild just PB'd literally yesterday. So
yes. Yes, I do remember seeing that. Yeah, so I think this will be a really fun race to watch. Yay. But yeah, we're coming up on False Night here. We skip False Night in this category, just like any percent and other runs like that. So you'll see the runners will just break the wall to get out of this fight after getting the first stagger.
Yep. Yeah, I think the thing that's tricky about Vengeful Spirit, the split as well, is just that you do have to do this in like any category that, you know, is picking up spells usually, and a lot of categories just pick up Vengeful Spirit, so it's very optimized because so many different categories do this.
Yeah, a lot of these runners have PBs that are not verified on SRC yet. They're like older PBs, so yeah, I think Predicts is a 55, but unverified, I believe. So we're getting VS over on 3 screens, and then Wild is entering the room, and we're gonna be jumping through Mound.
Yay. Yeah, so unfortunately on the latest patch, we have to, well, I guess 1221 has to deal with this Balder as well, but we are going to have to get out of Ancestral Mound using our new spell ability. I guess this is our first skill that we picked up.
This is true. Skill
Yay.
obtained. Skill count 1. I don't know the total count of things. 6 plus 3 plus some movement. 3? 4? Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah.
So I think RNG has been kind to all of our runners so far. I think that was first or second spit for everybody. Serps might have been a second spit, but I think Critic and Oko got a first spit. So that's super nice. Wild will be coming on over there right now, and we get a not first spit. All right. 2. Or 3. Okay, we take
spit.
that. We take that.
That's not terrible. Oh, and a little extra soul there.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, but now
we're climbing Gruz room.
Exactly, we're climbing up to the Gruz room, trying to gather a full container of soul to deal with this upcoming Balder. This is a Balder that we do not have to deal with on 1221, but on all of our latest patch runs, we do. So it's just another RNG check. Nice for Serp.
Very nice.
That's 4th for Pridig and 1st for Oko. Okay, very nice. Very nice. All right.
And we'll see how Wild's RNG is looking here.
36, 34. I didn't see when Serp entered Green Path, but it looks like Oko and Pridig are 2 seconds apart.
Yeah, we're pretty even here on pace.
Very nice, very nice. And yeah, so we're just going to be gathering a little bit more soul here for some fireball skips upcoming. Oh, Wild entered at 33, so they're all about like 2-3 seconds apart. Cool. And yeah, we're coming up on our first fireball skip here. Serp gets over there in 2. Very nice.
Very clean.
Very clean, pretty.
Critic gets it. Oh, Oko.
Ooh, yeah.
Little fall, but gets it.
Very good.
Very nice.
I feel like the fireball skips are like the iconic, like Hollow Knight skip.
Speed running thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, Serp missing the second fireball skip.
Oh, I think
Critic not
doesn't
going
even.
for it.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Yeah, maybe missed the jump.
Oh, nice.
Oko gets it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think Serp got
wild with the first fireball skip.
Yep.
There are 4 screens at the same time. It's a little tough.
We're doing great. Oh.
So we're coming up to this Moss Knight quick kill here. We'll try to jump in a specific way to get the Moss Knight to move back.
Nice.
You see Pritic get it on your top right. Oko as well up top.
Very good.
Oh, Wild missed the fireball skip too. Okay.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, the second fireball skip is a bit tight, and it's really easy to bonk your head. Oh, and so I think this might be one of the first route divergences here. Oh, just kidding, pretty. Oh, never mind. This is the... Okay, never mind. Ignore me. They're all getting BFK. So it looks like Oko and Pritic are doing like a more current geo routing in terms of getting VFK and Moss Knights, so that it makes the geo gathering a little bit nicer towards the end. Wild will also be doing that. But then after we get Moss Knights, Wild and Surf will also be purchasing Green Path Stag, and Oko and Pritic will not be purchasing Green Path Stag. Oh no, Surf!
Serp with an unfortunate death to Moss Knight.
That's so unfortunate. Yeah,
that is really hard.
The worst thing about getting VFK and Moss Knights is the soul management for Moss Knights. You just like don't go into Moss Knights with a full container of souls, so it makes the kill so much more difficult. You have to the like optimal like strat is to do these like pogos that are at a very precise height and a very precise timing, so that that one Moss Knight doesn't back up or attack. And then if you like mess up slightly, then it just goes all wrong.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Pritic with a very clean Hornet fight, getting some nice doubles there. And you saw Wild pop down and grab Green Path Stag, so that's part of the new route.
Nice first fireball skip for Surf though on the way back. I don't know if the Geo Rocks respawn, so if Serp's lacking Geo here, she might just have to get some extra incidental Geo, which is essentially what the route that Wild and Serp are following, like, tries to take out, is, like, you'll probably see Oko and Pritic killing more enemies and getting their Geo, whereas Wild will not be, because we're eventually gonna get a Relic and sell and everything, so we'll have to see. I think Serp might have to just kill extra enemies to make up for the lost Geo.
Yeah. The rest of our runner is going to be heading to Fungal Wastes to pick up the Mantis Claw.
I love this split. It's a lot of fancy falling.
Yeah, it is fancy falling. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
And fancy falling with a little bit of soul gathering, because we have a nice little trick coming up called Epogo, which saves us some time to get to the claw room. I believe all the runners do a 1 fireball Epogo, so they're going to be gathering 3 hits of soul. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should talk a little bit about the later differences in the route, or the incidental Geo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chris kind of mentioned, well, okay, very clean Epogo from Critic. But Chris kind of mentioned it. So the older route, we don't sell any relics to Lem. So that's what you'll see Oko and Pritic doing. We just rely on Geo that we pick up along the way. But more recently, in the newer route, which Wild and Surf will be doing, we have started selling a relic to Lem, and that means that we don't really have to worry about collecting like every piece of Geo that falls, or picking up extra Geo Rocks towards the end of the run if we need them. It just kind of makes things a lot comfier on average, Geo wise. So
Yep, so you see Wild with a nice Epogo. Sorry, commenting on the current claw split.
What's actually happening.
Yeah, I lied. Oko does 3 Fireball Epogo, but unfortunately missed it, so he's going through Mantis Safari and kind of going around, which is the, like, perfectly fine route to take, just a little bit slower. And Serp, you did see, like, she kind of greeted that Geo a little bit. I think she knows that she's a little bit low, with that Moss Creep person that happen like appears before you get a green pass tag, but now she's in the hard fight. So
yeah, Oko picking up Claw and Wild as well. It's a very nice Hornet fight from Sir.
Very good. The little nod. I love watching the nods whenever the players are just not doing anything. Oh, very good. So Serp now has her dash, and we're gonna go pick up Claw, whereas the other runners are heading over to Gruzmother. Very fun little boss. We're gonna pick up Shaman Stone, and then we're gonna shade skip over to Blue Lake.
We sure are. Let's see this cleanup from Predict. Another RNG check.
Oh, clean.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, super clean. So that's, I mean, you want to get all the baby Gruzzers that spawn in 2 fireballs if you can. And that was very nice from Predict. So a lot of things are going to happen very quickly here as we see the other runners coming up to Gruzmother, where Predict is purchasing Shaman Stone. We're going to go outside. We're going to take the bench. We're going to go rescue Sly. Oh, we already benched. We're going to rescue Sly. We're going to take damage on the way there so that we can die and spawn our shade.
What's the order? It's like bench by die?
Bench by Sly.
No, Sly die. Yeah. Oh no, we died.
No.
Yeah, we'll see Wild's clean up here. Also very clean. Very nice.
Very nice, yeah. And then we're going to see Predict shade skipping into Blue Lake, which I feel like is another iconic Hollow Knight skip.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then the best split of all, dashing through Blue Lake.
We love to dash through Blue Lake.
We love Blue Lake ILs. Ooh, okay, that was so close on Oko's, and then there's like one extra little Grez at the top as well. Very good, very good. Oh, nice Epogo Serp.
Very nice.
And we didn't even talk about Double Dash, but there's a little series of inputs here where, oh, okay, she missed that a little bit, where you basically like fireball the Mantis to kill it, open the lever, and then try to, nice recovery. If you don't get that pogo up on the Mantises there, then you have to like kind of go around again. Again, we're just, these tricks are, oh, was that a fireball? Ugh, rough.
Yeah. Wild with a shade fireball that backs it up nicely.
But yeah, a lot of the tricks are just, you know, saving time by having to go around, but like you can also just go around and, you know, be a normal little player.
And so we have Wild and Oko on their way into city. Predict already there, heading into the gorgeous Husk fight. Definitely not a boss battle, but sometimes maybe it feels like one.
Yeah. Yep, and so
this is a nice source of Geo.
Nice 420 Geo. Yeah, so the runners are going to be heading over to Soul Sanctum to pick up Dive. And this is going to be a big, I'm assuming our runners are going to take a safety bench. I know there was like a little bit of conversation about this because it makes the cycle annoying. So it's the room that Predict is coming into right now.
Any bench cyclers? I'm betting no.
I'm getting, so mess up the climb a little bit.
The climb.
So I think we're going to bench. We have
bench
to
cycle?
bench.
Predict. Come on.
Oh, what?
Come on. Oh, no.
Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Just don't die.
Don't die. That's all. Just please don't die.
No fear indeed. But yeah, so in this room,
taking
we have
a little
this,
pause.
Yeah.
Oh, getting back on rhythm. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we have this little Great Husk Sentry, which like kind of guards that lever. Also a nice source of Geo, but also kind of required when you're on this patch and can't lever skip. It's pretty scary, and our bench is at Saluba right now, so if we die, we're gonna have to do some Geo collecting.
Yeah,
basically.
Wild with a very clean climb here into
Nice.
the Great Husk Sentry. Also no bench.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah, so you're
Clean
just
kill.
hoping you don't die here or in Sanctum. Because again, we'd have to redo the Shade Skip, and so that would lose all of our money since we wouldn't make it back to the Shade
Which is
in
exactly where
City.
Serp is right now. And Oko is taking the bench. I love to see that. This is a marathon, okay,
Yeah,
people?
it is. It
We're like
is.
marathon
Marathon
setting.
safety is important.
Okay, nice first lever on Predict side. And oh, that's what I was gonna say. Wild's like climb to GHS was just it was so, like so textbook. Even like killing on the left
Yeah, it was
side so
good.
that you like get the Geo on your way. It was very good.
Yeah, Predict with a very nice Norman
Nice.
fight, getting a lot of doubles there, like very clean overall.
That spell twister on Wild side that's guarding the entrance, not very kind, but that's okay. Oko's out of Great Head Century and is going to be on his way over to Soul Sanctum, my favorite place. I love this
I don't know
spot.
if you... Oh yeah, Chris, a classic Sanctum enjoyer. Oh, very clean Hell Room from Predict.
Nice.
I don't know if you wanted to switch audio also.
Oh, that's a great point. I didn't think about it.
Wild with some nice doubles as well. When did we all start getting doubles on Norman?
Simply be more gamer. Oh.
I guess so. And Predict with you see Predict doing the early control for Soul Master to start getting damage in a little more quickly.
Very nice.
We will see Wild do it shortly, and maybe Oko. I'm actually not sure what Oko does.
Oh, clean. Very good.
Yeah,
nice
very nice.
From Wild as well.
So in the Soul Master fight, we're looking for a lot of doubles, which means our Fireball hits Soul Master twice as we cast it while he's teleporting around the arena. So you'll see Wild going for that same early control here. Very nice. Ooh.
It's always like the dive attack when you're already in the air with no wings. It's always so rough. And yeah, we have Predict doing like the back and forth strats in order to get the up slashes on Soul Master, which is pretty fun. And yeah, clean kill. We'll be picking up dive.
Yeah, Oko with 4 HP here into Hell Room.
Yeah, clean. Opens the lever for safety.
Opens the lever.
I love
respect
that.
it.
Yeah. The safety strats. We love it. And Serp over here, I did not see if she took the bench or not.
I didn't see either. But a very clean Great Husk Sentry.
Nice. Very good. And Wild is on second phase here.
Nice, yeah. No, there are fancy wall strats for Soul Master that are faster but scary.
Yeah, I messed those up in my run last HK anniversary celebration, but it's fine. Those are fun. I really love those.
Ooh, very nice fancy left side climb there out of Sanctum from Predict.
Love that. So yeah, after Soul Master we get the chest for some Geo. And then we just head out. We're again like our save is now at dive, right? That's a hard save.
Yes, yes, that is a hard save.
We're basically going to be getting that Spire bench to reset our save point for later. And then we're heading into Peak, I think, for C dash, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Serp, maybe. Okay.
Okay, some nice dodges. Okay. We take that.
Okay. Yeah, and we're healing on the elevator. Okay. We love to heal on the elevator.
We do love
Everything's
that.
fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. Oko is picking up dive. Predict is getting that Spire bench we just mentioned. Wild is exiting. It looks like Wild is no longer ahead of his PB, but that's okay. Serp is on 1 HP. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, opening the lever. case.
We gotta get the elevator squeeze. We love it. And then taking extra
Okay,
safety here to
taking a heal.
heal. We
Yeah,
like that. Does the
that's a good
elevator squeeze
idea.
again? I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Oh
Killed
my
that
god.
twister. Oh,
That
oh.
hitbox.
Ugh. All right.
Oh,
Anyways,
everything's fine. Serp going
everything's
into
great.
Hell Room on 3 HP. And Predic over in King Station, it does the little fireball toll thing. Okay, Serp is good.
Fire bell.
Fire bell, sorry. Wild got his
Oh,
bench.
okay. Oh, Oko needed some sulfur dye. Interesting.
Yeah, that's also a like super interesting thing is like after Soul Master, like you still need like a bunch of soul because there's like 3 or 4 dive floors depending on if you fake dive or not.
Yeah.
That you have to break. So you still need like soul gathering there. Like that's actually like
Yeah.
a one really important part of Hollow Knight speedrunning, I think, is the soul management.
True.
Because we love soul, we love our spells, especially when you have shaman.
Yeah. So Predic entering Crystal Peak here, we'll see a nice inventory drop there. Those are not free on latest patch, like they are on 1.2.21. That one actually is a little free, because the floor breaks under you, so you can just open your inventory. But we'll see if Predic is going for Pog Axe here. Oh no!
Looks like
okay.
denying that is also like super fair. Especially with in Allsco, since you have D-Dark and you just D-Dark and then up slash and then that little dude dies. And it's extra Geo, which again, Predic and Oko are running the route where they need to get a little bit extra Geo from enemies. So that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And I think according to chat, Predic and Wild are tied within milliseconds, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And so we're picking up Shop Key while we're here in Peak. A nice fireball to make sure we don't take any more damage to that crystal crawler. Unlike any percent where we pick up Crystal Heart and then just quit out back to a bench. In all skills, we have to continue through Crystal Peak after we pick up our Crystal Heart. So,
Predic missed like one of the best inventory drops, like one that saves the most time,
Yeah.
and then ends up diving, which is fine. It happened. And so we'll see. I think Predic is doing damageless here, which again, like Oat says, we're not putting out here, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, good idea to not take damage.
Yeah. It like only loses a tiny bit of time
Ooh.
under Plat Wu. So it's
very nice. Wild
good
beat that
thing to
crystal crawler.
Oh, nice. With the
in
God Cycle room?
Yeah.
Or in Shopkey room.
The Shopkey room one.
Nice.
That Predic fireballed.
Very good, very good. Oh, Wild also does the dive here. Again, super fair. And yeah, I think I forgot to mention this on Predic's side, but you kind of do this, right there where you like have a cast of soul so that you can fireball and like basically save like an extra jump dash. Fireball there is just to wait for the dash cooldown, so you can dash again, which is pretty fun. Nice underplat. And clean damage.
Woo! Predic, no! Leaving the grub. That is a no time loss grub. There is no reason to leave that grub.
All right. I know. Wait, I don't think Wild gets the grub either.
He better.
Well, I was gonna
all my
say,
channel points.
Like, it's okay. It's okay. It is what it is.
Oh, okay. Oko having some trouble with these cycles here.
It's this little crawler in particular is very rude. It's
I think Sean is its name.
Oh, Sean. All right, taking this.
Oko, please heal.
Oh, not the lasers.
Okay, and this is a tough run back because again, we need to keep our bench in Watcher Spire. So we're gonna have to go all the way back.
Just a little trek, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. It's gonna be great. Predic just got D-Dark, and I didn't even walk.
Oh no. Okay, sorry. Wild is struggling in the dark
Uh,
room. Critic
okay.
showing off buggy skip as well.
There's so many things
Um,
happening.
yeah, there's a lot going on. We get an early control out of D-Dark, and we're headed into resting grounds.
Yes, so
Um,
Critic is going to be getting Dream Nail. Wild got through the dark room. Yeah, honestly, like this whole peak split is very difficult. It's a lot of precise
it's a
movement.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah, actually, I
a lot
think
of cycles.
yeah, at least the C dash split is one of like the more like not RNG heavy, like consistent if you do the movement
Yeah,
correct splits. And then yeah, Wild here is setting up for buggy skip. Super fun.
wait, did Wild save the grub?
I don't even know. I was watching Oko.
No. Okay, very nice. Buggy being nice to Wild today.
Predict does not do Dream Dash or anything similar, but that is okay. We have a C Dash here, so we can just C Dash. I just saw the C Dash off the side of that roof like yesterday for the first time. I didn't realize that was like a thing. I always
I
climb
think
up to
it's
the top.
newer. We've started stealing a lot of things from 1XX,
Mm.
because there are more people that do labbing for
Yes.
1XX than for LP all skills. Yeah, I think
Rekka C Dash.
Rekka
Oh,
labbed
that's
that.
pretty
Mhm.
cool. Ooh, Oko going for Pogax the second time
Very
around and
nice.
gets it. I'm not sure if he went for it the first time, but who cares because he got it this time. Predict does a little seer skip, which is pretty free with C dash. Basically C dashing out of the room before you technically wake up. You get a little bit of early control there.
Mhm.
Taking these lasers a little bit
Definitely
safer.
not a
It
major
goes.
glitch.
Yeah. Wild on 1 HP here in Dreamnail. So I am assuming he's going to heal at the stag because there is like one enemy. So basically
Uh,
after...
I think his soul is for Firebell.
Oh, you know, you're right. You're
I
right.
think we'll do a 1 HP Cliffs, but we'll
It is
see.
what it is. Yeah, so basically
Yeah.
Pretty here is going over to Cliffs. Gets shot key first from Sly. That's super important. We need that for Shade Soul right after this. But first we're
Mhm.
going to make a little detour to get the best nail art, Cyclone. And there is
True,
like
true.
one little, what is it called? Like crawlid on the ground that can C-dash glitch
Yeah.
you, which is like a little scary. It's
A little
on the
scary.
ground
Yep,
right
there's that
here.
Firebell.
Yeah, that crawlid. Sorry. And so hopefully Wild takes it a little bit more careful here.
Yeah, very nice climb from Predict. Also, we should note there was another small route divergence there in Crystal Peak. We missed it when Wild did it, but we just saw Serp pick up the King's Idol above the Cornifer in Crystal Peak. And that is the idol that we pick up and will later sell to Lem to make the geo routing a little bit more comfortable.
Yep, and Oko and Predict did not pick that up, so any like comparison between Wild and Predict right now are like kind of a little off because Wild will still have to do an extra Lem cell, but then we'll save time later from getting that green path stag earlier as well. So there's like a little bit of, you know, inconsistency in that.
Yeah.
Oh yes, okay, he took it safe.
Okay,
All right.
the RNG is in his favor because that crawlid was pretty far to the right. So sometimes it can be all the way over left. Very nice climb. Please don't fall in the spikes.
All right. It's
Thank you. Okay.
So Oko is now going through dark room. It looks like he's struggling a little bit. Yeah, this dark room is pretty difficult. It's only one room compared to the 3 in darkness that we're going to be going to later, but it's a lot more precise and there's like enemies that get in the way more, so but gets it through, does very nice dash strats through there. Serp saved the grub, Oko saved the grub, amazing, love that. Serp got through the dark room and is going to be doing D-Dark. I don't know if... I'm assuming Serp does the early control. I'm not sure about Oko.
Probably. And yeah, Wild surviving to get to Cyclone with 1 HP. And so we picked up our shop key in Crystal Peak, and then you saw Pritick immediately take it to Dirtmouth and purchase the elegant key from Sly.
Yes.
And we do that to come get Shade Soul here. So we have a nice little rematch against our friend Norman.
Yeah, I definitely said shop key, buy shop key from Sly. That doesn't make sense. You pick up shop key and then you buy e key from Sly after you get shop key. Anyway, it's
Too
fine.
many keys.
There's so
Yeah.
many keys. Oh yes, and so here's gonna be the slight route divergence. Wild is going to be selling to Lem here with that one King's Idol, and also showing off some fun little Cyclone drops. So that's like one of the really cool things about Cyclone in all skills in particular. Since on latest patch it's a little bit more difficult to inventory drop, you like have to go off a ledge. We utilize Cyclone a lot because while you're cycloning, it also like uncaps your fall speed. And yeah, it's really cool just to like see all of the random cyclones. Like a lot of them do save time. Some of them are just for fun. But or maybe that's just me. But we do love cyclone. Oh, Serp falling on green plats. No. That's okay. Oh, and Predict is just already at Watchers, so this is fun.
Yeah.
Like we kind of talked about earlier in the run, like we have D-Dark and Shade Soul at this point, so Watchers isn't so difficult. It's like, I think, 3 D-Darks or 2 full D-Darks and a Shade Soul, something of those sorts to kill. Yeah. So you're basically, you want the Watchers to line up on the floor, like together, so that you can get D-Darks in, and then you Shade Soul if they are further apart.
Yeah, so it is a little tricky to get them to line up, especially the last pair, but Predict making quick work of these Watcher Knights.
Nice, like, double from the Shade Soul.
And the fake out rolls are always the worst.
Yeah, but gets through the Watchers fight. And that, again, is, like, one of the reasons why All Skills is typically considered like a more beginner category, just because like that Watchers fight is so much easier to just get through than like any percent. But then of course optimizing it is a whole different beast. True.
Oko and Serp getting their elegant keys now as Wild heads into the Watcher fight.
They both have more than 1 HP, which is very great for the little crawlid friend.
True.
We love to see that. Predict might be 25 seconds ahead from the quit out from Shade Soul, which makes sense because Wild had to make a little detour to get Lem. Yeah. So I think so probably around a Hornet and Dash Slash is going to be where the timing is more similar.
Like they've done all of the same things at that point. Because Predict will have a longer Great Slash split.
And then just like Geo Gathering again, Oko and Predict's Geo sourcing routing, whatever. It's a lot tighter, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Nice Watchers from Wild. And Serp and Oko both getting Cyclone.
Yeah. And some of those Cyclone drops from Predict. Very nice.
Oh my gosh. So Predict is on my other favorite split of the category. This is basically we're picking up Ismas, which is probably one of the bigger blockers in terms of this being a beginner category. Of course, like you can like kill Dung Defender, and so you don't have to do these skips, but you'll see all these runners doing the Isma skips. So basically we have to do a little spike tunnel and then 3 acid skips to get over to pick up Ismas with some fun Cyclone drops in between. It's so fun. I love this split. I think Oat might disagree with me, but I love it.
It's fun to watch.
Oh, and Predict got that Cyclone through the floor. Oh my god, that particular Cyclone is so difficult.
It's hard. Yeah, it's very tight. A lot of precise movement here. Ceiling boosting in the room that we're in for like less than a second.
Right side, yes! Oh my god.
Very nice. Right side spike tunnel. Very clean.
That saves like a slight bit of time over left side, which is left side spike tunnel is a little bit easier because you don't have to do that fireball stall. But the right side is so fun, so swag. This is the third acid skip, gets it cleanly, and I think we'll see some Whormp early control. It looks like he went for the version where you like hit the Whormp and then like poke it over, but then missed the slash a little bit. The Whormp wasn't in the correct spot. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, no early control.
Scammed.
Never mind. But we have Isma's, and we're going to be heading down to Basin to pick up Wings, and Wild is on his way over to pick up Isma's as well, so we can see those skips again.
Yippee.
What an exciting little, like, 10 seconds.
Yeah, a lot happens there. Just those 3 skips in a row. And, you know, you can take that bench Inspire again for safety, but, you know, if you do die here, you're most likely going to end up back at your hard save next to Lurian. So it's a bit of a walk to get back to Isma's Grove.
Serp doing a really nice and clean Norman fight here. Oh my god, Wild also does right side? Okay, but since he doesn't have the soul, he's going to have to do left side. Clean left side, totally okay. Yeah, just
right side is the new meta.
Yeah, I love it. Sorry, but yeah, Serp's Shade Soul fight was super clean. Wild on the acid skips, but I think like Cyclone is just really fun because you can use it in combat as well. Very clean and okay, just as a pogo, that's fine. But Cyclone, it's like a really good soul gathering device as well, and I think it's really showed off in the Norman fight specifically, but we're past that. It's all good. Alright, so Oko and Serp are on Watchers right now.
Ooh.
And... Oh.
Critic healing, yeah. In this... Oh, okay. The smaller gauntlet can be really nice or really rude, but Predict taking some time to heal there, which I think is good.
We love that. Oh my gosh, I always stand by that Moloch and like just farm soul and heal to full there. We'll see if he does trans dash. Very nice.
Nice.
Very good.
And so we're going to try to get a few doubles in on Broken Vessel, using our Cyclone first to speed up this cutscene, as well as C-dashing. And then when Broken Vessel starts the headbanging attack, we will D-Dark on top of it, so very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, and specifically for
D-Darks.
Yeah, specifically for speeding up the cutscene, it's not like, oh, if I C-dash, it's because the cutscene ends when the little, like, light seeds
the light seeds
are gone. But, yeah, so you're trying to clean up those light seeds. Oh my gosh, imagine if you just, like, C-dash through cutscenes to, like, make them fast.
Speeds up in game time.
Oko and Serp got through Watchers super cleanly and are going to be picking up Lurian now.
Yeah. So Wild having a much nicer time with this Malark gauntlet.
Nice trans dash as well. Super fun. That's fun. Basically, what a trans dash! It like gives you a little bit more like height.
I think you translate your dash momentum by like dashing into a wall into vertical height. So you can get a little bit more height by dashing in a specific way against a wall.
So it allows us to climb up that little section instead of going around. Again, these tricks are just time saves for not having to go around. And also cool and swag, and everyone should do trans dashes.
Ooh, nice wiggles from Critic there to get that bell to show up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that's like a fun FSM thing where the quick tools, you can either do a look down or a wiggle. I think the wiggles just like go faster. I think it like goes down and up faster depending on certain inputs. Yeah. This game.
Yeah. Very nice cyclone drop in the well. We'll see another cool cyclone here, hopefully. In
this is like the worst drop.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Critic is heading over to Umu. Unfortunately, no more acid skips in our future because we have Isma. But that's okay. And Oko and Surf are going to be on to the acid skips. Very clean drop.
Very nice. Left super clean. Yeah, from Oko.
And Surf does 2 cyclones here. Other runners just did 1. Does right side. Let's go.
Yes.
Love to see it. I love right side.
It's so swag.
And
Oko
clean
with very clean
isn't,
acid
yeah,
skips.
very
Yeah.
good. Oh no, the horn.
Oh no!
That's so rude. Yeah. So the safer strat here is to Shade Soul to just kill those worms because sometimes it can spawn right where you're sea dashing. So super unfortunate, but Surf is going to get this Ismas. Again, like still so clean. That Horn was just entirely
Yeah.
RNG.
And a very fancy early control setup there, getting the Hornf to accelerate towards where we know we're picking up Pismas, so
Oh,
that we can get knocked out of the animation early. Oh
I
yeah,
forgot that
Wild is
this
doing
is,
Great Slash.
yeah, I forgot that this is a route divergence as well with the top runners and the bottom runners doing the routes. So Wild and Surf got Green Path Stag, so they're going to be doing Great Slash here from Green Path. Whereas Pretty and Oko are going to climb up after doing Umo, and didn't even have time to talk about the Umu one cycle, but Predict got it super cleanly.
Very
It's
clean.
very precise. It's like what you have to get a full D darken, and then you have to have like 2 doubles on your Shade Soul, and then 1 extra, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, very, very clean on Predict's side, and then Predict will be getting Great Slash. Wild will be heading over to Umu now. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah, and Serp making it to the base and bench on 1 HP. You love to see it. Yeah, so we do get all the Dreamers, not because they're skills, but because the requirements for this category say that we need to defeat the Hollow Knight at the end of the run. So we get all the skills and all the Dreamers.
Well, technically, it's just beat the game.
Yeah.
But Hollow Knight ending is a lot faster than Radiance ending.
True. Oh, very nice Cyclone drop there from Wild.
Ooh,
and a
and
second
gets
Cyclone.
into the well.
Very clean.
Hope the runners don't forget Dreamgate. Dreamgate is not a skill, unfortunately.
Oh, nice trans dash from Sir.
Yes. Woo.
Okay, so what Predict is doing right now
Oh
is
my god, instantly,
objectively the best split, and I'm so sad that the new route doesn't get to do this
True.
anymore. The Archives exit is fun, and we still get to do that. But you'll see a lot of cool movement here on our way to pick up Great Slash.
Yeah, this is like one of the really fancy climbing splits. There is another one, but this one is really fun. But unfortunately, Wild and Surf will not be doing this. But that's okay. But yeah, Predict is gonna be climbing up to Great Slash, and then also saying hi to our dear friend Massive Moss Charger MMC, to get a little bit more Geo. Just say hi with like 2 Shade Souls.
Yeah, pet Mossy pets. We're petting Mossy.
Yeah. Oko and Surf picking up wings at like almost the same time. Yeah. They're like I think 20 seconds apart.
Okay, so Wild is fighting Umu. So if you blink, you'll miss this Umu kill because it goes so fast.
Yeah, so we're luring Umu over to the middle platform so we can get a full D darken, 3 slashes, and then we shoot 3 Shade Souls, and 2 of them need to double. Very clean, very nice. That's so difficult to get Umu in the right spot, to get that full D dark. Full D dark. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. And if you were watching Wild, like we told you to, you missed Predict's quick kill on Massive Moss Charger.
No, the quick pets.
Yeah, the quick pet, the mossy pet. So a lot of these rooms in Green Path, you can just C-dash all the way through, which is very nice.
Yeah, and I think Wild and Predict, once Predict gets Great Slash, it's going to be basically even on timing now. There's just going to be a little bit of difference of geo collection, but I think the runs are pretty, like the routes have basically converged for the 2 routes.
Yeah, so I think the total geo we need towards the end, the things we have left to buy are Distant Village Stag, which costs 250 geo, and then Dash Slash, which is 800. So we need a total of 1050. You see Predict just shy of 950 here. So we will need some more geo. We'll get some geo along the way from some enemies.
Hmm.
And then there's a geo rock on our way to pick up dash slash that we'll need to get as well for the old route. But you can see wild on the bottom left has plenty of geo for the rest of the run. So
Woohoo.
we won't need to worry about geo from enemies
Hmm.
or stopping to get any geo rocks, which makes it pretty nice.
Hmm. And yeah, Wild. So you see, Pritick got Archives get bench, which he just quit out and respawned back to. But Wild did not, since Wild is just going to be heading straight into QG, which is same as Pritick. So very good QGA. Like claps to the runners. It's really
Woo!
difficult.
First
Um,
try.
Serp over here. So Serp and Oko are also on the same route divergence here. Oko is going to go fight Umu, whereas Serp went to get Great Slash, which I think already has been picked up, and is now she's heading over to Umu. That was fast.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, like.
Yeah.
That makes sense why the route's like that. Like climbing up from Archives is a lot slower than falling down, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, before we go into QG fully, we've got to pick up a race.
Yes.
This
So
arena is
Critic in
fun.
the Squid arena. Very nice.
Wild missed a Shade Soul, and there's a lot of squits on the screen.
Yeah, pretty perfect execution from Pritick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Almost a synced Wraith's pickup.
I think Oko had a 2-cycle Umu. I didn't or wasn't able to watch fully, but I did see Umu was not in the spot that Umu normally is when you get 1 cycle, so I assume it was a 2-cycle. Okay, yeah, chat confirming. Yeah. Yeah, again, like it's super, super precise, and like getting Umu to the right spot, especially like if you get an extra, which I'm not sure if Oko did or not, it can be pretty difficult. But we'll see what Serpin gets on bottom right.
Yeah. So the only reason we go to QG is it's on our way to Deep Nest. There are no skills here that we need to pick up. And I'm loving this sync from Wild and Pritick, showing off 2 different ways of doing this little Petra lever. Yeah.
Yeah, doing the like I think like oh my gosh, for the longest time we were all just sea dashing through that room, and then someone timed it and was like, you know, dashing is actually faster, and we're like, oh, okay.
And this is another very clean movement section with all of these enemies and the falling platforms.
It's really cool, especially the difference with going through this room with just Dash Claw and then going through with addition of wings, which we do have here.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're going to be going to Dark Nest here. There's 3... Oh. Wild got, like, buffered the next cyclone too soon. Anyway, sorry, we're going through 3 rooms here. This is, I think, the most complicated one. Because there's like a lot of spikes and some enemies in the way, but Wild got through it cleanly. And then this room you just sea-dash through, which is pretty nice.
Yes. Oh, yeah, now we're in the dark.
Yeah. And then this is the 3rd room. There's just like one like spider plus spike pit that you have to avoid, but it's relatively okay. And then you just sea-dash here, and it's pretty good. And pretty going through that same room and sea-dashing out. Very clean on both sides. Oko is going to be climbing up to Great Slash and saying hi to MMC. And I didn't even see if Serp got 1 cycle or not, but that was a very fast
I think she
fight.
did. I think she got the 1 cycle.
Serp did get 1 cycle. Nice.
Yay. Since we have a bunch of movement abilities, we can just skip right over the trap bench. And head straight for Hera. So you'll see Pritick kill the Devout for some extra geo. And we're still a little shy. So the geo rock I mentioned in Kingdom's Edge is 44 geo. So 1050 minus 44 is 1006. So we're about 8 geo shy on Pritick's end. So we'll need to do something somewhere to get some geo.
There is like an
Just a little
extra
bit.
rock on the right side of Hera, but I think you could just probably kill a hopper on your way.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you never go by any like small hoppers.
Yeah, I think it might be better to get the rock
Yeah.
here in Den, but we'll see what Predict decides to do. Is Wild... Okay, I was like, Wild seems like he's been on a white screen for like a long time, but it's okay. And again, Wild with a very comfortable amount of geo right now, plenty of geo for the rest of the run, so we don't need to even think twice. And yeah, Predict picking up those geo rocks.
Oh, the above the bench ones that chat mentioned. Yeah. And so you see here the route difference for Serp and Oko, I guess catching up to them. They were pretty even, but now Oko still has to get Great Slash before he can go over to like Wraiths and everything, which is what Serp is doing right now. And then Serp will be on her way into the dark.
Yippee! And so after we pick up Hera, the run is not finished. We still have quite a few things to do. So we'll see Wild and Predict heading over into Kingdom's Edge. We're going to go pick up our Dash Slash and then go have a little rematch with Hornet and get the King's Brand.
Woo.
And then we'll take that to the Abyss, pick up some more skills while we're there.
And no, the runners do not need all the masks. Oh, that was a really annoying spike on Serp's screen. Masks being like health, but they do need all the dreamers so that they can beat the game.
Yes.
And yeah,
okay, no safety bench.
Yeah, no safety bench. Yeah, both Wild and Predict have not been taking any marathon safeties today.
We're gaming today. We're here to game.
But yeah, this Hornet 2 fight is pretty difficult as well, because she parries. And she can also parry your spells, which then you're like, loss of 3 hits of soul, but you're gonna see they try to get doubles whenever she's away, and then if she does the needle toss and they're next to her, they're probably gonna do a D-Dart, like Wild just showed off there. But yeah, mostly just trying to not get your spells be parried and not run into spikes. Clean on Wild. Wow, that was
Wild.
Really
that
good.
was very nice. Predict getting some nice doubles as well. A little far, so can't get the D-Dark on the needle toss, but Hornet is being so nice to us today. Very clean from Predict.
Very good. Oh, and then that's also a really fun thing. They're going to get a Dream Nail in before they talk to Hornet, because she'll still give soul, and that's gonna save us time when we go down to Dash Lash. I was like, where are we going?
Yes.
I thought it was TE for a second where you go straight to Abyss, I think. Anyway, but you get extra soul, and it's like very much not a lot of time because you can't talk to Hornet immediately anyway. Wild saved 9 seconds. Wow, that was a really fast Hornet fight. So
no, that was like,
wow.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Yeah, so that's still here. There's a dive floor here, so you save a little bit of time there. Okay, great, love it. I remembered where we were going. And Wild is good on Geo here, so he's gonna skip the rock, whereas Predict you'll see getting this Geo rock after the dive floor room. Oh, and Serp is in the 3rd room of Darkness already. Wow, so fast.
Yeah. Serp also with plenty of Geo here heading into Distant Village. Again, a nice thing with the newer route.
I think Oko looks pretty good on Geo though, with like the Devout and then any extra from that rock. I think he'll be good. And we get our Dash Slash. It is very funny. Yeah. I think it is very funny that on latest patch, Dash Slash is the last skill you get, because on 1-2-2-1 it's the first one. I think out of all of the main word categories that have both a 1-2-2-1 and oh my gosh, and a latest patch for oh my god, okay, everything's fine. On Oko's screen, the all skills route diverges the most between the 2 patches, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So on 1-2-2-1 we get Dash Slash, and we can use that to do lever skips. So Um, but alas, no lever skips on latest patch.
And yeah, you can really see like the route differences with the Geo collection specifically. Like it's just so much more comfortable getting that relic, and you don't have to worry about. I'm worried about one of the screens, but you don't have to worry about getting Geo from enemies or anything like that, which is very nice.
So another very cool movement section, or I guess this is a small movement section, but I like to see people's abyss drops. It's yeah, it's fun to watch people be good at Hollow Knight.
Oko is out of the dark on 1 HP, but alive, and we take that.
Okay, but we're alive. We're alive. Everything's fine. We have no soul though.
Yeah. I think I don't. You can like dream nail that devout that's facing away here. We'll see what Oko decides to do because you need the soul to kill the devout. Oh, okay. He's gonna get the bench. That makes sense. This is a free bench.
Very clean drop from Wild. We'll see how Predict does it.
Serp on her way over to Hornet 2. Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, a little hard fall, but not too bad.
Ooh, and then more fun climbing, the sibling climb, which is you try to pogo the siblings and wings up so that you go up a little faster and don't have to use platforms. Very fun. Try to get this lever first try, very good. And then this is really, I love this drop here. You do a little cyclone like between the platforms. It's really cool. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, that's okay. Siblings do double damage,
fine.
but we're okay. I did not see if Serp took a safety bench before Hornet 2, but
I do not think she did.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But it's fine.
But everything's fine. We're gonna be hoping for the best here. She has 4 HP. Yes, yeah.
True. And so this is we just saw Wild do it. You'll see Predict do this right here where we collect Shade Cloak and then quit out immediately. And this is to skip the animation where the knight like fills up with void. And then you get the Shade Cloak acquired screen. Just another small optimization in the run.
There is a little bit of early control you can do there. I don't know how it works because I don't like that early control, but it's a thing you can do. I don't think either. Yeah. So Serp died to Hornet 2, unfortunately, but she is pretty close because the bench is at Kings, so it's not a terrible walk back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hornet 2 is a very difficult boss.
Yeah. And Wild picking up our last skill of the run here, the Abyss Shriek. And then yes, it is Abyss Climb time.
Yeah, exactly, which is, I think, probably the most fun climbing in this run. But we get to basically escape and climb up the abyss. There's like no other way out, so we just climb. We do these fun little sea dashes. We do a lot of like spike pogos and some enemy pogos if they're in the correct spot and you've climbed fast enough. Some precise little wall jumps. Yep. Okay, I love this climb. It's so fun. Are we gonna do the 3
gaming so
pogos?
far?
Yep. Okay. I love those
nice
pogos.
triple
Oh,
spike.
and that tick was or whatever. What is it called? Shadow creeper.
Shadow creeper
was in the right spot. Okay, clean.
Very clean.
Very nice. Oh, and Predict. Why didn't you just start this like slightly later so I could watch it? It's fine.
Yeah, looking very clean so far from Predict as well.
And
worth mentioning, we're trying to collect some soul here so we can start the Hollow Knight fight with soul. So Shriek is going to be our main damage output in the Hollow Knight fight. So it's, I think, a pretty unique fight to watch among like other main board speedruns. I don't know if a lot, maybe like 112 does Shriek THK, but
112 does not fight THK.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
But 107.
Maybe 107 does Shriek THK.
But yeah, Serp has defeated Hornet 2 and gotten the King's Brand, and will be making her way over to Dash Slash. Oko got Dash Slash and will be making his way over to the Abyss. And yeah, Predict and Wild are on THK. Yeah, I do agree that it's super interesting. Like, you really don't want THK to dash, because you want THK to stay in place so you can shriek. And then also shriek is very funky and like one side hits the parry and one side doesn't hit the parry. So I think if you're facing to the right, it doesn't trigger the parry. I don't know. One of the
Yeah.
sides you can shriek while THK is parrying, which any other attack you like can't, any other spell or whatever you can't attack during, but we'll see. Right, facing shriek doesn't do the parry. Okay, yeah. So we'll see when THK parries. The runners will throw shriek if they're facing to the right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oko did the dash slash before Hornet 2, which also like the differences between the two of them, like doing Hornet 2 first or dash slash first, it's very minimal time difference. I think what Wild and Predicted was slightly faster, but yeah.
So with the like facing right for not triggering the parry, if you like do a directional input during your shriek as well, like if you're facing right and then you do a directional input during your shriek, I think you will still trigger the parry.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's
GG Wild.
GG
That's
Wild.
wait. 5326 is this PV. How long is this absorption again?
Wow, I mean the consistency.
Is this a PB? No, this is a PB. This is definitely a PB, right?
Tying PB?
Okay, it's not a PB. What?
Okay.
But it's so like, close. Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Okay, GG Predict.
Wow.
Wait. This
GG
is also
and GG Predict as
really
well.
close to Predict's PB, because Predict's PB is like a 55, 40 something? Oh my gosh.
55-48 is
Wait,
Predict's
this is a PB. This is absolutely a PB.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is so good. What?
Yeah, no, those were some really solid runs.
Wow. Okay, GG to both of our runners, or both of our runners who have completed the run. Sorry, and we're gonna cheer on Oko and Surf. They're still like, they're pretty close. Okay, sorry, this cutscene is quite loud, isn't it?
Yeah, Serp with a nice Abyss drop and Oko heading out of Kingdom's Edge, to head to the Abyss as well.
Would have been a PB yesterday. That's so, yeah, literally.
That's true. Yeah.
Wild's PB 5326 is from yesterday, so yeah, the consistency is pretty wild. Serp over here on
it's pretty
the sibling
brother wild.
True, it is very brother wild. Oh, Surf getting that beautiful Cyclone drop through the platforms. Oko, again, using Cyclone as a soul gathering tool. I love that.
Yeah, valid.
I almost thought Oko was going to read the tablet.
Yeah, I thought I was going to rando brain and check the Abyss lore.
He did say that he was on Rando Brain right now. Yeah. Shoutouts to Oko.
Shoutouts. And Serp skipping that Shade Cloak pickup animation as well.
And we'll be
heading over to the left.
Going to street. Yeah. These sea dashes are pretty fun. Very satisfying as well. And Oko on the climb. Oh. Okay, yeah, okay, we're safe. Okay. We're out of the woods.
We're good.
Everything's fine. Hit the lever. We're gonna go get Shade Cloak. And then we'll go get Shriek. There's a little bit of soul gathering here as well. I think the fun one is when you like slash and you Shade Cloak through the enemy and then turn back around and slash. Okay, we just did 2 little slashes. And then that pogo right there on that one is really fun. I don't know, soul gathering
gets
is cool.
us to the soul we need to cast 1 Wraiths in order to pick up the Abyss Shriek. When I came to this room casually, I was so confused. I was like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah, it is a little. I probably looked it up. I don't know. Like, sure, it
Yeah.
looks like Wraiths, but like I don't think I ever used Wraiths casually, so I wouldn't
Same.
know what it looks like. Yeah, and then Serp is going to be starting on the climb here. We'll see how it goes. It's, I love the climb.
Very nice.
We'll pogo here, and we'll do some 3 pogo wings there. Very good. Run into the crawler. That's okay. Like when the crawler is right there, it's very difficult to do anything
it's
about
hard
it.
to adjust midair.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And Serp will be making her way over to CHK.
Yep. Oko picking up Shriek. You'll notice also, so if you were to cast your wraiths from lower down in that room, there would be an animation that like pulls you up before you get the whole like acquiring Shriek void animation sequence. So all the runners jump slightly in the air to get a little higher just to save some time and skip that
Yeah.
animation.
If you're already positioned in the right spot. Oh, Surf's still doing the inventory. I guess that is still faster when you're going to the right. Basically, like, to avoid the hard fall, Oko doing the climb here. No funnies on the black egg.
A little variation on this climb. Very clean from Oko.
Yeah. I wonder if, so Oko's on 3 HP right now. Serp's on 4, which is like, fine. I was like, I shouldn't say this, but I was like, I can't not complete my sentence. But getting Dirt Myth bench is like very minimal time loss. It's faster than getting this hidden station bench or getting the black egg bench, if you wanted to do a bench. So we'll see. I mean, regardless, like your hard save once you enter the THK fight is at the black egg bench, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Personally, I think the vibes of the hidden station bench are better, but it's just me.
It's so far out of the way. Yeah, okay, I'll go taking that Dirt Myth bench. All good.
Yeah, and you'll see Serp shrieking there, not triggering the parry, which is nice. Did she just go for a scream skip?
I think so. Oh, hitting a lot of those parries though. Like the parries still do suck when you don't have any soul.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, pretty good. We're on self-stab. So we're just gonna take some time to heal up since we only do 1 damage here anyway. Oh, more stabbing. Okay, but overall, I feel like this RNG has been pretty kind to Serp. Yeah, see, it's fine. No conquers here. GG Serp. Yay!
Did we skipped the scream.
Yeah, I think so. We didn't even have a scream skip
final
to be had.
Yeah, that was really good. That was very fast.
Oh my god, Oko doing the Cyclone chains. Didn't quite get it, but that's like very precise, like, because the hitbox of Cyclone is very, very particular. GG Serp, and let's cheer Oko on.
Yeah, Hollow D's for Oko. So you are damage tanking a lot to get your shrieks in here, so health is pretty important. Luckily, we do have Shade Cloak, and there is a bit of safety from using Descending Dark, which gives you iframes if you need it. So that can sort of be a fallback if you start taking too much damage from shrieking and need to stay alive.
Especially like, so Oko unfortunately got so many dashes there, and I think if you are not as familiar with getting Shade Soul doubles, or you're just not in the correct position because you're not expecting the dashes, then doing D-Dark there especially is very nice. Gets this little fountain attack, which is pretty good when you have Wraiths, I think, but he was not in the safe spot on the bottom left. Oh, and GG! Very good!
GG Oko. Still a very solid time.
Yeah.
Gonna be just over 102, I think.
GG. All right, we'll see if we can get some of our runners in for an interview just super quickly before our relay. But wow, this is a really good run.
Yeah, this was super fun to watch. Thanks to all the runners for showing off LP All Skills. And you should run LP All Skills too.
Yes, we may or may not have a tutorial coming out soon.
Yeah.
There is
Soon
a
TM.
goal for a couple people to collaborate on a little tutorial. Hopefully we'll have that out. But yeah, let's get some of the runners in. We have Wild and
GG.
Oko. GG! That was so good.
GG's. I would have PB'd by about 30 seconds if I had not died.
It's okay. It
Yeah, the
happens.
Crystal Peak death it's a super rough run back. Definitely
Yeah,
really, really hard.
Serp had a Hornet 2 death and then also a Green Path death to the Moss Knights, which was pretty unfortunate.
Wait, how in the world did he finish before me? What the?
Serp is a gamer, but all of y'all are gamers. Wild was 2 seconds off of his PB from yesterday, and
Yeah.
Predic got a PB. So just overall, like wow, this is like very good.
Yeah, very, very fun to watch. Also,
Thanks.
Serp, your Hollow Knight fight was very good. Very, very, very fast.
Yeah, I think it's like 9 seconds behind gold or something, and my
Oh,
gold is
wow.
like
Wow.
5 seconds behind comps up, so not that fast really. It was like decent for the
I think
RNG.
it's fast.
Well, you skipped the last scream, so
Oh yeah, that's
I
just like
thought it
farming
was pretty
the
good.
shrieks and then farming the shrieks after the last kind of thing. Do 2 shrieks and then farm up to like almost full soul, and then you can just nail cancel, and you get most of the time honestly.
Oh. But yeah, Wild, how did you feel about your run?
I was really happy with that. Obviously, like 2 seconds off yesterday's PB, so that was
That was really good.
Yeah.
bad, but also
Yeah.
nice little wall cling storage leaving archives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been invalid anyway.
I think it was
Don't know what the
really
ruling is on that.
I think it was actually very, very cool to have this 4-way race and how it ended up, because Wild and Predic were like fairly close, but then you like really saw the differences in the geo routing towards the end. And the same thing happened
Yeah.
for Oko and Serp. Like basically like you like go to Umu and then one goes to Great Slash and then you're like, oh wait, like but Wild already has Great Slash. Yeah, so
Yeah, Predic was ahead of me for a little bit, but
mhm.
you lose 14 seconds getting green path stag, so you don't
Yep.
really see
Some
the time
hours
difference
free
until
once I
Great
do
Slash.
reroute.
Yeah, so true, Oko.
Yeah, there is some easy time save there. So I think we have to wrap up. We're running a little bit behind for the relay, but thanks so much to all of our runners for showing off LPL skills today.
Thanks,
Woo.
everyone. It
Thanks,
was lots of fun.
everyone. GG. Stick around for the
Bye.
106 relay. Woo!
Yes, relay coming next.
All right. Goodbye from us
Which,
for now.
Speaking of, I need to go practice. That's my segment. Luckily,
Yes.
it's segment 9.
You got it. All right. Stick around, everyone.